Yeah, hey YouTube, welcome back to Birds DIYs. Today, doing a little bit of everything. Decided that I needed a new mount for solar panels. Finally got my 100 watt Rich Solar polycrystalline panel in. Today is Sunday, was it the 10th? Yeah, November 10th. Yep, Rich Solar polycrystalline panel. Come Tuesday, I will have my second one. So I figured, okay, if I'm gonna go ahead and mount this one up, I want to go ahead and build a pretty sturdy ground mount. My ground here is really hard. It got a lot of rock. Sometimes I can barely go a couple inches and it's just nothing but solid rock, and it's really hard. I've got to get some sheen out here to break it up. I've dug holes in my time, but this stuff's stupid strong. All right, so what I did is I got 4x4 posts as all my uprights here and there. I had to get 2 of them. They were 4x4x8 long, pressure treated, and then I did pressure treated 2x4s. I had started, I believe I bought 9 total at 8 foot long to complete this. I made sure I've got bracing from my front post to my back, as well as the center. I've got a 2x4 post, 2x4 brace running along all the front, and it ties all those in together, as well as a 2x4 running the entire length of the back. These are 1 foot, and these are 27 inches to the peak. Yeah, so I got 1 foot off the ground. My panels, the Z-bars, are gonna mount. I've already mounted them earlier, but I took them off to finish the frame. So those are gonna be my top mounts right here, and my bottom ones right here. So as you can see, I'm gonna have plenty of room up off the ground. Hey Luna, hey girl. And it is heavy, let me tell you. I put it together on the deck, and getting it off that thing probably wasn't the best idea to build it up there, but hey, it was the flattest. It was just a little bit of workout. I got electrical 1-inch conduit, 10-foot sticks to go from the frame over to my solar shed. I picked up another battery to add to the battery bank, and some more 2-gauge cables. Only thing I'm probably gonna have to do is build a brand new 2-gauge negative cable for the battery bank to the power inverter. That's the only thing that is gonna suck. Excuse my language. I do have leftover 4x4. As you can tell, I only needed a 27-inch piece off that one, so I got an extra one. That's my 10th 2x4, just in case that I needed it, or if I wanted to add more bracing to it. But I've got another one running across right here. So this is where my first panel is gonna sit, and my second panel right here. I've got a good start to it. I'm gonna build some more of these, and they're gonna be in groups of 2. So I might do another one right next to it with a group of 2, or I might do another one that goes taller, and the bottom is gonna start right here and go up. Yes, I could have made my frame big enough for what, 2, 4, 6, 8 panels, 800 watts. But guys, I was trying to keep it cost effective as possible. I didn't spend but maybe $20 in wood today. Yesterday I think I spent about $25 in wood. I had to buy some more 2.5-inch screws. I was out, so it's all screwed together. I didn't want to nail it together, just because I feel that the screws are stronger. But yeah, I got that brace running in the length of it, just in case my long boards right here that they rest on, it starts to weaken or whatever with wind. I wanted to give it some rigidity to it. So it is not going anywhere, guys. This thing is heavy. It's so much stronger and heavier than those puny mounts that I put together for those Harbor Freight panels. You know, those are 25 watts a piece. I've got 12 of those all together. And they do all right. I got them running to my EP Ever 40 amp charge controller. Got my MT50 in the house. This is my tiny house, guys. This is a 12 by 28 little tiny house with an 8 by 12 front deck that I put together. Nothing fancy, but I mean, it's sturdy. These are some extra Harbor Freight panels in my other videos that I had a buddy give to me and everything. I believe these are the older Harbor Freight kits, and I believe they're only 15 watts a panel. He had 4 of those, and so he gave them to me, and so I built a little 2x4 frame around it. It's nothing too complicated, just simple, just a simple frame. I did that, the frame around them, which is scrap 2x4s that I had laying around. I'd like to come to the last screw hole, but it's not a big deal. It's a good, solid, sturdy little frame here, and as I was starting to build this mount right here, I was like, you know what, let me throw some legs on here. So I threw that on there, and I've got those running off of 2 Group 31 batteries running in parallel to an older Harbor Freight 100 watt charge controller, and those are actually powering my LED lights overhead in the house for my overhead lights, and I'm going to be using those for a lot of my 12 volt accessories. And so I'm pretty excited about that, because I wanted to leave my main battery bank alone for the TV, to be able to run the mini fridge off of it, and just a few other items. But yeah, I'm gonna get that panel mounted up here in just a minute, and see, tomorrow's Monday. Come Tuesday, I will have my second one, and I've got a Y splitter that'll take both the positives and both the negatives and combine them into one, so I can plug them into my 2 cables that I'm going to run over to the house. Only thing I haven't really figured out, I didn't really measure it off and mark it off like I did for the other PVC pipe running for this one. I was kind of at Home Depot earlier, just eyeballing it, of what kind of fittings and stuff that I need. So I've got 30 foot of that. Hopefully that's going to be enough. All the bins, I've got some boxes that I'm going to mount on here, and I got a little box on the side of the house, the little shed that I'm going to mount, but that's all electrical conduit. I've got Timken or Timco, I think it's Timco, 10-AUG solar panel wire. It's a 100-foot roll. Got off Amazon for, I believe, $38. But I've got it. I got a bunch of MC4 connectors and everything like that. I'm gonna run that through the pipe, It says the wire is good to be buried by itself in the ground or in the pipe or above ground, that it's weather resistant, UV resistant and everything. But I just wanted to shield it, give it a little bit more longevity. There's my other battery that I picked up. I've got some other Z-bar brackets for when they come in. And there's my Y cables. So I'll take my negatives and my positives and combine them into one. And that'll be that. Alright guys, I'm going to throw that panel together on there. Go ahead and zip it down. And go ahead and start running my wire and conduit. So hopefully I put a video up tomorrow with it all working. Alright guys, thank you.